Alabama Bass Trail Television, highlighting the best of the Alabama Bass Trails Tournament Series.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for this finale of the 2016 season. It's time for the Alabama Bass Trail Championship. Lake Point Resort at Lake Eufaula is the venue for this two-day event. 120 teams consisting of qualifiers from the North and South divisions will take to the water and compete for cash and prizes, with the grand prize being a fully equipped Phoenix 819 bass boat. As Program Director Kay Donaldson mentions so often, the anglers taking to the water today are the best of the best. They are experienced, and if they are fishing here today and tomorrow, they know the thrill of winning. MC Robbie Floyd addressed the crowd that gathered on day one and did a great job explaining the unique conditions the anglers face for this year's championship.
For those of you watching around the country and around the world for that matter, it's pretty darn warm. It's probably 90 degrees today. Here it is, supposed to be fall. It's October. They haven't had much rain, and a lot of these fish don't know what the heck they're doing. Typically times for you bass fishing fans that the bass should be moving in the pockets, getting into shallow water. These bass don't know to do that because the water's still 80-something degrees. So you have fish that come off the summer, they're looking for that fall pattern that it's really not there. But I promise you, out of these 120 boats, somebody will catch them.
It's daybreak on day one. Let's head out on the water with local Eufaula angler and our guide of this segment, Chandler Ray.
Conditions last weekend when I was out there, it seemed that the lake was close to turning over. Fish were relatively still out deep. That's where I had my best luck. There's a little hydrilla that was here in the past 6-7 years ago. With the wind, you know, I'm thinking that you better have 2 or 3 within the first hour and then hope that you can grind out 2 or 3 more. Because it's going to pretty much make the main lake a non-factor. My prediction for the winning tournament weight was around 30 to 31 pounds. I think that typically what you'll see is on day one, you'll see somebody catch a 17, 18 pound bag and then catch a 12, 13 pound bag the second day to win it.
One of the first anglers we pulled up on is Anthony Goggins and Jeremy Headley. Let's see what they are up to today. Chandler?
Well, we pulled up here on Anthony Goggins a little bit up the river. Seems that he's pulled up on a lily pad line on the edge of a ditch just off the main river channel. Good transition place where they pull up for fall to feed. Looks like there's a little hydrilla mixed in there also. Seems to me that they're looking to be throwing a frog, and maybe the guy in the back of the boat's doing a little flipping. The fish off the main river are starting to just now with this cool weather, they're just starting to pull up to feed. And that ditch that they're sitting in is typically 8 to 10 foot, leading back into a spawning pocket back into springtime. But they're in a really, really good area. And then we've got this other boat right here in front of them that's fishing a shallower ditch that also leads back into that flat.
Team D's and Wally are fishing some wood and have told us they pulled a 3-pound spot out early and have had a few more bites. This team is 4th in Angler of the Year points for the South Division and are hoping for a nice showing today. Team McDonald got on some keepers early in the morning and they just kept coming. And what a place for the net. After a quick move to find some calmer water, looks like the move was worth it. The McDonald's best finish this season was the 5th spot at Lay Lake, and they qualified 27th in Angler of the Year points. David Horton and partner Ed Kernels got on some schooling action.
Got some schooling activity right out there in front of them if he'll cast it. Should be a lot of spotted bass up in there. Maybe they can get them a quick little limit. Hooked up again. Could we have a double? Nope. Yep.
We'll see the results of day one from the Alabama Bass Trail's 2016 championship when we return.
Alabama Bass Trail TV is brought to you by Bill Penny Toyota, by Phoenix Boats, and by Wind Creek Resorts.
Greg Hackney, 2014 Bassmaster Angler of the Year. Aaron Martins, 2013 and 2015 Bassmaster Angler of the Year. What else do these guys have in common? Phoenix Boats. The last 3 Bassmaster Angler of the Year titles were won out of Phoenix Boats. Coincidence? We think not. Phoenix Boats. Our passion for fishing is obvious.
So our mission statement here at Bill Penny Motor Company is to enrich the lives of our employees and our customers and the communities we serve. And it really begins and ends with people. It started with that kind of philosophy with my granddad and went through my dad. Growing up around the business, I remember being just a kid washing cars and meeting these customers. Now I'm a grown adult and they get to buy vehicles from us and hopefully serve their next of kin for generations to come. For the whole story, visit us at BillPennyToyota.com, where people always come first.
Lights are dazzling, shining bright. The busy hum permeates the air. It's electric. With a dash of spice, you kick up the heat until you're spinning, twirling on your feet. Sweat it out. The thrill of the game, the high of the night. The sizzle of temptation, the intoxication of sensation, and just like that, it's another ending to your glorious, hot Alabama nights. Wing Creek Casino and Hotel in Montgomery or Wetumpka. Find your winning moment.
Let's get down to business. Quiet, you sons of fishes. Now, what?
I'm switching sonar.
Why?
Because now I can see fish swimming live in front of my boat. I even see fish attack my lure. Y'all sonar's just history. I'm out.
I'm with him.
You've witnessed the action, the thrill, and the competition of the Alabama Bass Trail. Isn't it time you got involved? Coming in 2017, over $47,000 paid out for each event. No entry fee championship, $85,000 up for grabs, including a new Phoenix. More than $500,000 in cash and prizes. Now's your chance to hook your share. Sign up now by logging on to alabamabasstrail.org. The Alabama Bass Trail Tournament Series, presented by Phoenix Bass Boats.
Lake Point Resort State Park is our host for the championship and is a winning stop of its own. Located right on the banks of Lake Eufaula, the resort offers amenities such as full-service restaurant and lounge, marina, hiking trails, modern campground, swimming complex, tennis courts, and playgrounds. Lake Point Resort Lodge and Convention Center is the centerpiece of the park. Accommodations include 101 hotel rooms. Lake Point also offers 29 cabins and 10 lakeside cottages. If camping is your cup of tea, the campground features 192 improved campsites, including pull-through sites with water, electricity, and sewage. Tent camping is welcome and pets are allowed on a leash. No visit is complete without a stop at the River City Grill, located at 209 East Broad Street. Open Monday through Saturday for lunch and dinner. Enjoy one of the scrumptious Blue Plate specials. Choose from a nice steak, seafood, or pasta dish, or kick back and be entertained during the happy hour Monday through Thursday. Make sure Eufaula, Alabama and Lake Point Resort State Park is in your travel plans. Let's get back to day one action on Lake Eufaula with the Alabama Bass Trail.
A lot of money's on the line. We'll talk about that. The Mountain Dew Big Bass, if you have the largest bass at the end of the tournament, it's an extra $500. You got that one?
Probably not.
Not going to happen today. All right, let's find out what you do have. I'm seeing 5 bass. That's what you want. Did you get largemouth spots? What'd you catch today?
A little bit of both. Spots mainly, though.
Mixed bag. It looks like 879. At the start of the day, what was your goal?
Probably 15, 16 pounds.
Okay, so you're just half of that.
That's right. That's right.
Looks like you had a good day today.
Not good enough because I needed number 5.
I know you did. But let's find out with these 4-way. You could still take the lead. They do take the lead. 4 bass weighing 1487. That's the way to do it. What if you had number 5? Did you have 5 on?
Yes.
That would have counted.
Yes.
And tell me how she got off.
I just pulled off. As soon as she hit it, she just pulled off. I missed part of it. You know.
Could you see it?
No. So we don't know how big it was, but it was a good fish.
All right. Were you doing the same thing throughout the day?
Yes, all day. We'll figure something out about 10 o'clock and then caught our 4 fish real quick and got on that main river and it got rough.
Were you dependent to one spot? Did most of those bass come out of one area, or did you have to hop around doing that same thing?
Hopped around.
Foster and Britt also took the big bass lead with a nice 4.41 pound, but that big bass didn't hold very long.
I like seeing 5 on the board. You know, they show me 5. They don't show me what size 5. Are they good fish?
We got some decent ones. Got one good one in there. We caught kind of last minute deal that.
You've lied to me before. When you say decent, that could be a big bag. What do you think it's going to weigh?
14 and a half.
That's better than decent. Let's find out what they weigh. A little over 14, 19. You were in it. Good job. Congratulations. What do you think your big fish weighs?
It's long and skinny, but I'm going to say at least 6.
Let's find out what the big fish weighs. Over 6, 621. We've got a new Mountain Dew Big Bass.
Derek Millirons and Ronald Terry fished deep most of the day and brought in this limit, weighing in at 13.54. Anglers Sam Fish and Justin Hamner bring their day one total just 4 pounds shy of the leader with a 10.63 pound 4-fish limit.
You know, we'll go back out there tomorrow and, you know, grind on, get extra 30 minutes and see if we can connect one of those 6-pounders Chris Payne and Rawhide caught.
Deep or shallow today?
Oh, shallow all the way, man.
Going back tomorrow?
Deep. I don't have enough line on my reels to go deep, so yeah, we're going back tomorrow.
You had a good day today.
We did have a good.
Is that 5 fish?
It is.
5 fish weighing 1384. They're going to move into 3rd place as it stands right now.
Yep, we're excited.
Tell me how you caught them.
In the mouth with a hook. Right there.
You're going to tell me tomorrow, though, right?
Maybe.
It seems that the later flights were bringing in the better weights.
And our lead is 1487. Our lead was 1487. 1698. You take the lead. Congratulations. Almost a 17-pound bag. I know you're not really going to tell me how you caught them, but how many fish you catch today?
Probably a dozen.
I like that. So how many keepers of those dozen?
Most of them.
So you're in the right size as well.
A nice place to be heading into the final day. A little over a 2-pound lead from 2nd place. Here are your top 10 from day 1. Can Ingram and Grogan hold on to their lead in day 2? Robbie and Kay are up next to set up day 2 of the 2016 Alabama Bass Trail Championship. Stay with us.
Alabama Bass Trail TV is sponsored by Sweet Home Alabama, by Garmin, and by Academy Sports.
I'm freezing.
Well, I told you to bring a warmer jacket.
When?
Every day since you could walk. Now I just say it with my eyes, like...
Folks, Park Ranger Mark.
What's up, bro? Hey, Forest Cop.
You're taking up a lot of space. I'm gonna need you to move a vehicle.
Todd, load the 4-wheeler into the truck.
That's like bundling, because Progressive can bundle your boat, ATV, and RV with your truck to save you money. Don't talk to her. She has rabies.
Rabies was created by the government. Look it up. Who are you people?
Yay, Grandpa's still alive.
I don't want to buy any cookies, little girl.
It's time to take a road trip.
Alabama's got 100 road trips, and some of the best are outdoors, like a trip to Lake Gunnersville. First stop on the Alabama Bass Trail. Catch anything? Nice. Or head to the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail. 468 holes of golf heaven. What's the time say?
Best public golf on the planet.
Alabama's got 100 road trips. Plan yours at alabama.travel.
Which one you gonna take?
120 teams had several months to prepare for the Alabama Bass Trail Championship, but Mother Nature hasn't been on their side. It's extremely hot summer, moving into the winter, 90-degree days, high winds. These bass don't know what to expect. They don't move into the shallows like they're supposed to because it's still 80 degrees in those shallows, Kay, but we have a talented field, and someone's guaranteed to catch them.
You know, this competition, we've got guys who have qualified for the Bassmaster Team Championship for 3 straight years. Each year that we've had it, I mean, they just continue to perform year after year after year, and they're going to adapt and they're going to catch them. I mean, it's what they've done all year long.
This is a 2-day event. We're on our 2nd day, but day 1, you had high temperatures, those high winds. The fish didn't know what to go do, but some of the anglers caught them. But they talked about having that early morning bite when it was calm, making the adjustment then. Right now's the time to catch them. If you need it calm, it doesn't get any prettier than this.
So you had a little over 13 pounds yesterday. You're about, 30-something pounds behind the leader. Do you have a shot at this? Can you make a run at them?
Well, yesterday we could. We had a fish on briefly that was 4 or 5 pounds. It would put us up there around 16, 17. But today, I mean, we could go 0. It's just that hard out there.
How'd you guys catch your fish yesterday?
Everything we weighed in was on a frog.
Everything on a frog?
Everything. We throw the frog from the time we started till we got back.
Make a long run, or we staying close?
Staying close.
You know, our practice was not great, and we pretty much hit the same things on tournament day we did practice, and they were there. So maybe we're just getting better. Maybe they'll be there again today.
Can we put 5 in the boat today?
I hope so. I'm not giving up today. Yesterday we gave up a little early, not because we thought we had enough, but we were just trying to keep our fish alive.
So it got a little rough yesterday afternoon. You mentioned it was pretty rough where you were, and you forecast for some more wind today. Does that affect your fish at all? Is it going to affect the way you fish at all?
Yeah, a lot of the areas that we're fishing is kind of blown out right now. You know, yesterday. Hopefully today the wind's a little bit less, and hopefully we can fish those areas.
No, we caught them on the river, on ledges probably 18 to 25 feet deep. If we can find a school of fish today, we'll catch about the same thing, but you know, it could go either way.
As the anglers prepared for blast-off and the national anthem played, all thoughts were on where are the big fish going to be today? What's the best strategy? And what pattern will be the winning one for the final day? Our guide Chandler Ray is on the water and looks like the Davis team is off to a great start. Chandler?
Well, they're sitting on a shallow little bar with a blowout on it. William and his son look to be cranking a crankbait in about the 14-foot range, deep diving crankbait. Looks like they're both going to a slower presentation after the first bite, both throwing a football jig with some kind of a crawl trailer. Off to a pretty good start this morning.
Meanwhile, our leaders Ryan Ingram and Jay Grogan looks like they found one of their prime spots for working a ledge. And as you can see for yourself, the wind is picking up as expected. Fourth place team, Jerry McCafferty and Josh Benford, are also working some lily pads. Oh, and Josh just missed one.
So what we got here is a shallow flat that leads back into a spawning pocket for the springtime. We're sitting here in about 12 feet of water. I'd say that they're probably sitting up in 6 foot, casting around into 4 foot. We got some fall activity going on this morning. The sun seems to really be helping that out this time of year. It's in a really, really good area for this time of year. Looks like we've got a mixture of shad and bluegill that are coming up right here at the mouth of this ditch. We've got our team working towards the back of the ditch. We just pulled up on the second place team. They've currently got 4 fish in the box, just like yesterday. They only had 4 for 14.5 pounds. Seem to be in pretty good shape. They're just running wind-blown points with a top water, fishing sparse hydrilla. Got out on the main lake 2 and 3 foot swells, hooked up. Nice little wind-blown fish. It's gonna be close.
We'll be back for the weigh-in to see who the champion of the 2016 Alabama Bass Trail Championship is on Lake Eufaula. Stay with us.
Alabama Bass Trail TV is presented in part by Bill Penny Toyota, official truck of the Alabama Bass Trail, by Sweet Home Alabama, Alabama's official travel guide, alabama.travel, and by Phoenix Boats. Experience the Phoenix difference.
Let's get down to business. Quiet, you sons of fishes. Now, what?
I'm switching sonar.
Why?
Because now I can see fish swimming live in front of my boat. I even see fish attack my lure. Y'all sonar's just history. I'm out.
I'm with him.
Greg Hackney, 2014 Bassmaster Angler of the Year. Aaron Martins, 2013 and 2015 Bassmaster Angler of the Year. What else do these guys have in common? Phoenix Boats. The last 3 Bassmaster Angler of the Year titles were won out of Phoenix Boats. Coincidence? We think not. Phoenix Boats. Our passion for fishing is obvious.
So our mission statement here at Bill Penny Motor Company is to enrich the lives of our employees and our customers and the communities we serve. and it really begins and ends with people. It started with that kind of philosophy with my granddad and went through my dad. Growing up around the business, I remember being just a kid washing cars and meeting these customers. Now I'm a grown adult and they get to buy vehicles from us and hopefully serve their next of kin for generations to come. For the whole story, visit us at BillPennyToyota.com, where people always come first.
Lights are dazzling, shining bright. The busy hum permeates the air. It's electric. With a dash of spice, you kick up the heat until you're spinning, twirling on your feet. Sweat it out. The thrill of the game, the high of the night. The sizzle of temptation, the intoxication of sensation, and just like that, it's another ending to your glorious, hot Alabama nights. Wing Creek Casino and Hotel in Montgomery or Wetumpka. Find your winning moment.
Dale? Dale? Oh, hey, Rob. What's with the minivan? That's not mine. I don't...
Dale, honey, is your tummy still hurting, or are you feeling better to ride in the front seat? Oh, is this one of your motorcycling friends?
Hey, chin up there, Dale. Lots of bikers also drive cars. In fact, you can save big if you bundle them both with Progressive.
I'd like that.
Great. Ooh, you've got soft hands.
He uses my moisturizer.
See you, Dale. Bye, Rob.
Welcome back to the 2016 Alabama Bass Trail down on Lake Eufaula. The anglers are beginning to come in for the final weigh-in.
It was kind of tough, really. I mean, it wasn't much different than yesterday. I mean, we had 2 or 3 places we wound up catching them on. But
yeah. So was today better than yesterday?
Weight-wise, no. We don't have as much weight today as we did yesterday.
We didn't really have to change up too much. We just grinded it out.
Yeah.
Ran a few,
weighed in 21.41.
I guess, brush piles and mixed in some grass with it.
Gotcha.
We don't have, I don't think we have enough to win, but we'll have enough to finish good.
Well, the wind lied down enough to where we could fish some new places today that we couldn't fish yesterday, but you know, it probably was a little better for size-wise.
Yeah.
But the number of fish we probably caught the same.
The top 10 from day one will weigh in last today. So let's get started with a husband and wife team setting the day's big bass weight.
They need 530 today, but they only have 3 fish. But look at this, 3 for 973. 3 fish, and it's gonna hurt because I want you to see this swamp donkey. Let's go ahead and pull it out. So Mountain Dew Big Bass Sticks are $500, needs to be at least 621. You got it, 660, a new Mountain Dew Big Bass leader.
What a way to start. The top 25 teams will take home a check as well as the chance for the Mountain Dew Big Bass paying back $500. Damian Willis and Mark Stewart took the lead with an 11.3 pound 5-fish limit. Brent Crow and James Morgan added 5 to their total for a total today of 11.18. Their strategies?
Well, yesterday we fished deep early, and then we went shallow and wasted the last 3 hours. So we were hard-headed today and stayed out deep. But it really didn't matter. I mean, we caught more fish, but most of them were little. We just never found a big one.
Blake Hall and Chad Hall upgraded their 4-fish 10-pound catch from yesterday to take the day 2 lead. While Blake and Chad take the hot seat in that new Phoenix, the top 10 take the stage. Will they be able to stay? 8th place Derek Millirons and Ronald Terry had a great day.
They needed 1288 to take the lead. Boy, you stomped a hole in that thing. 1741, we've got a new leader.
Millirons and Terry held the hot seat until...
They need 1608 to take the lead. 1823, we've got a new leader. Big sigh of relief, because now it's up to the guys behind you, and you've got a $45,000 boat in front of you and only one more pair. How did today go for you?
It obviously went better than yesterday, but yesterday we left 1 fish out there that we really needed, and I think it's going to cost us.
Ryan Ingram, Jay Grogan, make your way up to the stage. They were boat number 58 yesterday. You had a tremendous day with 1698, almost a 2-pound lead, but you know this is a 2-day tournament. I see 5 fish. You did your part in that, but you need 5 good fish. We know you need at least 16 pounds, and that's a tall order to get over 16 pounds 2 days in a row. I've seen tournaments decided by 1/100th of a pound. Let's find out again. Ryan Ingram, Jay Grogan need 1612 to take the lead. Foster Bradley, Brent Lemley sit in the hot seat with 33.10. Ingram and Grogan need 16.12 to take the lead. They are just a tad shy, 15.76. Foster Bradley, Brent Lemley win the Alabama Bass Trail Tournament Championship for 2016. It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's real tough. I put in so much work, and I've been so close so many times. It's just, finally it happened,
What do you think the difference was?
I don't know. I give all the glory to God.
What does it feel like for you?
Feels awesome.
I see you got those dark shades on, huh?
Yeah.
It's emotional in here. Now the big question is, you got a $45,000 boat and you got two guys that got to split it.
That's right.
Congratulations to all the anglers that make the Alabama Bass Trail the success that it is. 25 places are paid for this championship. Let's go back to Robbie and Kay to wrap up the season.
Typically, Kay, if you don't catch a limit in a tournament, you don't win that tournament. Two guys sticking with it on this second day gets that fifth fish, and boy, coming through at the very end, 36/100ths of a pound.
When you think about the things that they overcame this week, again, should be fall pattern. We're at 90 degrees, wind, 15 to 20 mile an hour winds. Only having 4 fish day 1, but coming back and having a monster day 2 and taking home a fantastic Phoenix boat.
And besting 119 of the best bass fishermen in this region. It may be the Alabama Bass Trail, but this is the best of the Southeast, and we're glad you could be a part of it. That's it for 2016. The Alabama Bass Trail Championship has now been decided. The next stop, 2017, we're on Lake Jordan. For Kay Donaldson, I'm Robbie Floyd. Thanks for watching. We've crowned another champion.